Hey everyone, welcome to World Cultures. The purpose of this screencast is to introduce you to both the course and myself, your teacher. So let's get started with that. Uh, the picture that you see here is the picture that you guys can find in the staff information button, and you guys can find a little more detailed info about my background there as well. From birth through 8th grade, I grew up in Milwaukee, and then summer before my freshman year of high school, my parents decided to move to our cabin in the middle of the woods. So we moved, and I went to high school in Eagle River, Wisconsin, which is way up in the northern part of the state. And then for college, I came back down a little bit farther south and went to St. Norbert, which is in De Pere, right outside of Green Bay. First semester, my junior year of college, as part of my Spanish minor, I had the opportunity to study abroad, and I chose to do so in Santiago de Chile. I lived there with a host family for about 5 months, took classes in Spanish, and had the experience of a lifetime. So if you ever do get the chance to study abroad, I would highly recommend it. I started teaching in the fall of 2002. I graduated from St. Norbert in the spring of 2002. So my entire teaching career has been in the school district of Waukesha. I started out at Waukesha South High School and then eventually moved over to eAchieve. While I was at South, I coached girls volleyball and girls basketball for a number of years, and then I had kids, so I left coaching for the time being. I have a son named Caden and a daughter named Alden, and I have a wonderful husband. To stay active, I currently play volleyball a couple nights a week and do taekwondo with my son 2 to 4 nights a week, depending on what our schedule allows. So, this class, World Cultures, I'm going to get more into what we're going to cover content-wise, but you'll want to remember that live e-sessions are Wednesdays from 9 to 10 a.m. So in the class itself, we're basically going to cover the whole world. And we're going to go region by region. And in each region, we're going to first talk about the physical geography. So we're going to talk about climate and location and significant geographical features like, important rivers, rainforests, mountains, deserts, if it's on an ocean or not, that kind of thing. And we're going to do that specifically for certain countries. Sometimes it's going to be just the region as a whole, but sometimes we'll actually have a little bit more detailed information about a country in particular. After we cover the physical geography of the region, then we move on to looking at the human geography, so culture, economy, politics, and then we're going to take a look at current issues in each region as well. So first semester, we're going to do North America, South America, Europe, and Russia. And second semester, we're going to talk about Africa, the Middle East, Asia, and Oceania. The grading information that you see here was taken right from the course information button under grading policies. So just remember that when you guys get assignment grades, you're going to see a 4, 3, 2, or incomplete. And 4 is awesome. It's like A+, you went above and beyond. 3, proficient, is kind of like a B. So that's where we hope all students are going to get to. That's our goal. And a 2 is basic. It's kind of like a C. So you are just kind of right at the basic level of understanding and skill development. If you aren't at least at a C or a basic level, which is a 2, then you're going to see an incomplete in the grade book. And that's essentially a 0, saying that you didn't even meet that basic level, so you're probably going to be given the opportunity to redo that assignment to try to earn credit and bring your grade up to at least a 2. For more detailed info on grading too, you guys, in the course information grading policies button, there's a link to the school-wide grading policy, so you really do need to make sure you take the time to read that. For each chapter, there are practice quizzes that you guys get to take. It's just a way for you to kind of do a self-check to see if you really understand the content, what you read in the book, if you are taking your time, that kind of thing. You're going to get a grade, but it doesn't actually count towards your grade for the class. Your grade isn't going to be a 4, 3, 2 or incomplete. It's going to be either S for satisfactory or a U for unsatisfactory. If you're getting a lot of U's, you don't have to ask about retaking the quizzes because they don't affect your grade, but that indicates that you're either not reading the chapter before you take the quiz, you're not reading it well before you take the quiz, you're not referring back to it while you take the quiz, or you're really not understanding the questions. Whatever the reason, if there's a lot of use, to me that is sort of an indicator that there's a problem in how you're reading or how you're studying or how you're taking the quizzes. But again, it doesn't affect your grade. It is risk-free practice. Textbook that we're using, I apologize for the blurry picture here, is just titled Geography. You're going to get to that by clicking on the textbook button, and I have this live link there for you to click on. It's my.hrw.com. Once you're there, you're going to have to log in using your Holt username and password. Typically, that username and password is going to match your eAchieve or your Blackboard username and password. If that doesn't work and you don't know what your login is, you can find that in the Student Resource Center, which is found under My Classes when you're logged in, and you go to the button that says My Logins. That's going to take you to a page where it prompts you to log in again, and you're going to use your Blackboard username and password there, and then it's going to list for you your username and password for all your textbooks, any other programs that are associated with classes that you're taking. All right, once you're logged in, then it's going to show all the classes or all the textbooks for the Holt classes that you have. You're going to find the picture that matches this one that says Geography, and you're going to click the link that says Go to the online textbook. Under the How-To section, I do have another screencast that shows you how to navigate the textbook, so please be sure to check that out. That brings us to the pace chart for this week, and basically this week is meant to orient you to the class. So explore the class, explore the pace chart, learn about your teacher, figure out the textbook, because this week there are orientation sessions for all new students. There's no regular e-sessions for classes week 1, but you still have some getting started activities that you need to complete, and those can be found by clicking on the Getting Started button. So you have a discussion board that you have to complete, as well as a course intro quiz. If you have any questions about anything as you're going through it, please don't hesitate to email me right away, and we can get things figured out. So that's all for now. Thanks, everyone.